When silence becomes louder than 1,000 words. When a man, tired of proving his worth, simply stops trying, and that is the moment she feels it. The moment she realizes, you've lost interest. Welcome back to channel, the home of stoic wisdom for men who choose discipline over desperation. Today, we'll uncover what really happens, psychologically, emotionally, and energetically, when a woman realizes the man in front of her no longer seeks her validation. This is not a game. This is the law of energy, detachment, and self-respect. Let's dive in. Scene 1. The shift she didn't see coming. She was used to your attention, your calls, your texts, your emotional availability. She believed you would always be there. But then, you changed. You didn't announce it. You didn't argue or explain. You just pulled back because you finally saw your worth. And that's when the panic sets in. She starts overthinking. Why is he not texting first anymore? Did I lose him? Is he seeing someone else? Did he finally wake up and realize he deserves better? This reaction isn't random. It's rooted in psychological triggers, and we'll break them down. Scene 2. The ego blow. What Stoicism teaches you. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When you lose interest, and you do so without anger or bitterness, you destroy her ego, not her heart. Why? Because she never expected you to detach. She thought she had you emotionally entangled. But now you're emotionally sovereign. You're not ignoring her to hurt her. You're simply choosing peace over chaos. Stoicism teaches you not to chase validation, especially from those who treat your presence as ordinary. Scene 3. The reactions you'll start noticing. When a woman realizes your energy is gone, her reactions follow patterns. 1. The sudden attention spike. She starts calling, texting, even liking your old posts. You'll hear the "Hey stranger" messages. Why now? Because energy never lies. 2. The emotional probes. She might guilt trip you, accuse you of being distant, test you with jealousy. 3. The ego war begins. She'll try to regain control, posting seductive photos, acting overly independent, trying to show you she doesn't need you, while needing your reaction more than ever. All this is a silent confession. She's losing emotional control, and you're gaining it. Scene 4. The power of male detachment. In Stoicism, detachment isn't coldness. It's clarity. You're no longer bound to her behavior. You've stopped outsourcing your happiness. And ironically, that's what makes you irresistible. The man who walks away with calm confidence shakes her more than the man who begs to stay. Why? Because she now feels the loss of emotional control she once had. And that's what most people fear, the loss of power. But you've become powerful without saying a word. Scene 5. Your next move. The Stoic path. Now that she's reacting, what should you do? Do not chase. Do not explain. Do not gloat. Simply observe. Let her energy speak louder than her words. Live your life. Grow in silence. Work on your purpose. Let her see what she lost when she took you for granted. Seneca said, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." And sometimes, to walk away from emotional chaos is the most courageous thing a man can do. You're not doing this to hurt her. You're doing this to heal yourself. Scene 6. Closing wisdom. Be the stoic flame. Remember, you are not the man who begs. You are not the man who needs to prove anything. You are the man who knows his worth. When she realizes you lost interest, don't return for validation. Return only if there's mutual respect, growth, and peace. Otherwise, let your silence be your statement. Because the man who chooses himself never truly loses. If this video hit something deep within you, Subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. Scene 7. She feels the energy shift, and it haunts her. There's something women pick up on, long before words ever leave your mouth. Energy. It's in your voice, your pace, your eyes when you look at her, and most importantly, in your absence. You see, most men talk about walking away, but they don't truly do it. They linger. They watch her stories. They double tap out of habit. They reply late, but they still reply. But you didn't play that halfway game. You stopped caring. And she felt that. That silence, that stillness, it echoes. It forces her to question her own value, her role, her beauty, her control. Why? Because for the first time, she is no longer the center of your emotional universe. And that, my brother, is when the tables turn. Scene 8. The psychology behind her panic. Women are incredibly intuitive when it comes to social dynamics. Even if she never loved you, she loved knowing she could have you. That was power. That was comfort. That was supply. You were her emotional mirror, her backup plan, her guaranteed validation. But when you withdraw, without drama, tears, or spite, she enters what psychologists call ego death panic. She realizes you're no longer orbiting her. You've recentered yourself. You've closed the chapter. And not because she told you to, but because you decided to. Now her brain does what brains do best. Try to restore the pattern. That's when she starts testing, poking, reaching, seducing, stalking. Not because she loves you deeply, but because her control is slipping. That's not love. That's fear. Scene 9. The 5 stages of her reaction. A Stoic analysis. Let's break it down clearly. When a woman realizes you've emotionally withdrawn, she often goes through 5 silent stages. Stage 1. Confusion. Why is he acting different? She notices the lack of texts, the colder tone, the absence of effort. She replays her own behavior trying to find out where she lost you. Stage 2. Denial. He's probably just busy. She tells herself it's temporary. She posts more, gets dolled up, tries subtle jabs. But it's not working. You're unmoved. And she senses it. Stage 3. Panic. I need to do something. She reaches out more. She uses nostalgia, guilt, seduction. She floods you with mixed signals, just to gauge your reaction. But you don't bite. That's when anxiety hits her deep. Stage 4. Resentment. Who does he think he is? Now her ego's bruised. She tells her friends you were never good enough. She might even lash out. But deep down she knows you were the one who stopped chasing. Stage 5. Reflection or replacement. Now she either accepts it and grows, or replaces you with distraction, hoping you'll return. But the truth, your withdrawal forced her into a mirror. And not everyone likes what they see there. Scene 10. The secret weapon of the Stoic man, emotional discipline. The modern man is taught to beg, explain, justify. But the Stoic man? He masters emotional discipline. He doesn't pull back to manipulate. He pulls back because his peace costs too much to be disturbed. You didn't stop loving her. You stopped betraying yourself. The man who learns to walk away without turning back is a man no woman forgets. Because he's rare. He's powerful. He's a storm of silence in a world full of noise. Scene 11. Real-world examples. From Stoic history to modern love. Let's go deeper. Let's talk about Epictetus. Born a slave, he had no rights, no control over his external world. But he said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When the woman you love changes, when she withdraws, manipulates, plays games. You do not chase. You observe. You adjust. You evolve. Just like Epictetus or Marcus Aurelius, who ruled Rome yet still practiced detachment. You have been made by nature for the purpose of bearing and enduring. So when a woman realizes you lost interest, let her come to terms with it in her own time. You are no longer her emotional servant. You are the master of your reactions. Scene 12. Why she'll remember you, even in silence. Years from now, she'll remember. Not how rich you were, not how perfect your words were, but how you made her feel when you stopped trying. She'll remember. That silence, that mystery, that sense of what if. You became the one who got away, not because of status, but because of your emotional strength. That's the Stoic advantage. Scene 13. Bonus. 10 signs she's feeling your absence hard. She starts watching all your stories again. She posts subtle quotes about losing a good man. She texts you randomly at night. She flirts with others but tags you in the energy. She gets angry over small things. She tries to act like she's moved on, but you can sense the performance. Her friends suddenly become more interested in your life. She reaches out by accident. She asks about you indirectly. She finally admits she misses how things were. Remember, her words may lie, but her energy never will. Scene 14. The final Stoic move. Do nothing. You don't need revenge. You don't need closure. You don't even need a response. You simply live. You move forward. You grow your mind, your money, your mastery. And one day, when she thinks of you again, she'll remember the one man who didn't beg. She'll remember the Stoic who simply disappeared, like a ghost with standards. Final scene. Closing message to the viewer. Brother, she may have thought she had you forever, but now she has a memory, not a man. Let her feel the loss of your presence. Let her chase her own reflection. You have a life to build. Because true Stoics don't chase, they ascend. Narrator, firm and inspiring. If this message struck a chord with you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video. Comment, I ascend in silence. Share it with the man who's on the edge of walking away from chaos. And remember, this is where we build men who walk with wisdom, not weakness. Silence is power. Detachment is strength. Presence is your revenge. Until next time, stay stoic, stay calm, stay untouchable.